Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. Jessica Jones. All right, Jessica Jones is officially stepping back into the spotlight, and Daredevil Born Again Season 2 will fill in the missing years since we last saw the hard-drinking private investigator and reveal what she's been up to since her Netflix days ended. So, Marvel's head of streaming television, Brad Winterbaum, basically said, what's really fun about that character is the time jump from the last time we saw her. So we're reestablishing the character. This is catching the audience up to what the hell she's been up to. And that is filled with a lot of really cool surprises.
Oh,
What do
wait,
you guys think she's been
are
doing?
they going to say she's going to have a baby? I think she's going to have her baby. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to.
No,
jump the gun there.
no. You exactly. It's exactly what we're going to. I was saying, like, what do you guys think she's been doing since the end of the Netflix show to now? And that's your prediction right there. You think that she's had the baby? Does that mean that she's actually been with Sweet Christmas? Because I know there were jokes about her and Luke Cage together, but it's like, do you think they were official in between all these shows?
Yeah, that would actually really help the bring Luke Cage in as well, because if she does already have a child, and that's the big thing, then yeah, Luke's gonna come and be like, Jessica, stop leaving the baby with me, and that kind of stuff. So I like that. Although they could go with the whole Trish as what was it? She's a cat. Wildcat? No. Um,
Black Cat.
No, that's DC.
no. The yellow and blue.
Heathcliff.
What? Heathcliff. Garfield. Let's just name off famous cats. All the cats Alf tried to eat.
All the cats Alf should have eaten.
Right, yeah. But what is her name? It's not Wildcat. It's like what the heck is it? Anyway.
You think of that
They
one.
were going.
But I think that would explain a lot. It would explain where they've been and why they haven't been like surfacing. Like, there's other heroes. We have priorities now, and we have to take care of priority one, and that's the family, and not go out and being a superhero. So until they get a call from, Daredevil, they're off.
Mm-hmm.
They're off.
Yeah, because I mean, the main thing is supposed to be, and they've said this, that it's not fan service, right? It's not going to be them just kind of doing a cameo or a nostalgic victory lap, just saying, "Hey, Jessica Jones, she exists. Go watch the other show." Like, she's supposed to be something completely integrated into this season. So I think there's a combination for me. Is I would like to see the baby and that, but I also that's something that I don't want to see off screen. I want to see that relationship kindle, unless they do kind of like hey, let's go back and do another season of Jessica Jones, and here's what happened in between everything. And again, like I want to see those relationships built. I want to see everything between Luke Cage and Jessica Jones, and what brings them to who they are. So that's where I want. Now, I do know that for sure, end of last season, Daredevil was building an army to take on Fisk. I think she's going to be a part of that.
Duh.
Yep. And I think from what I hear, I think this season is going to incorporate the whole Daredevil Defenders, pocket into the MCU a lot more than just like, hey, we're going to guest appear on, Spider-Man, No Way Home.
Right.
That sort of thing. So it'll be interesting. I'm with it.
So am I. So with that being said, Marvel has officially announced that season 2 of Daredevil Born Again will premiere on Disney Plus on March 4th, 2026. Guys, that's like less than 2 months away.
That's math.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about.
I had to think of math for a
6 weeks
second.
away.
Yeah,
6 weeks.
yeah. So I mean, like it's coming. Like, it's up and coming. It's going to be here before we even realize it's here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Excited.
Yeah, very, very excited. All right, so let's.
I'm not going to Hawaii in February. I just realized I haven't talked to you guys about that, but I'm not going to Hawaii in February.
No.
No, it's fine. We're going next year. It's no big deal.
Well,
It has nothing to do with anything we were talking about. Let's move on.
it's all good. Say Wong saying, I wonder. I'm curious what his thoughts are here. We are going to move on, but please put them in the chat. So let's move on to the next story that we've got going on here. Dooms. Disney's plan is working. From Marvel Studios' perspective, this experiment clearly paid off. The studio refers to all 4 clips strictly as teasers, and together they've crossed an enormous milestone. Collectively, the 4 teasers have pulled in over 1 billion with a B views online.
Wow.
I haven't seen them.
I
haven't watched any of them.
You haven't watched any of the 4? I'm telling you right now.
I watched the Captain America one. Oh, and I watched the Thor one. That's right. Yeah.
You didn't watch the X-Men or no, you got to watch the other 2. They're good. And again, they're not giving away any plot points at all. You know, like you're getting a lot of there is a little bit of fan service inside of these trailers because it's making us like, you know, oh my God, these are things that we've wanted, but they are not giving us anything aside from, you know, interactions and characters that are being brought in. So I mean, yeah, again, just to kind of reiterate everything on here, just like some of the announcements of how many times these have been viewed. Instagram alone accounted for more than 500 million views. TikTok delivered another 100,000. Yeah, it's insane. TikTok delivered another 100 million, right? So I mean, between the 2, you have 600 million. Both figures represent all-time records for any Marvel trailer released on either of those platforms. Which is crazy. I mean, Instagram is by far destroying all of the numbers on all this.
Well, if you think about it, I mean, these teasers are made for short format, you know, platforms like TikTok, like Instagram. You know, they're short little videos, and that's what gets consumed on those platforms the most.
Right.
I think calling them short is disrespectful. And I think you need to apologize to them.
They're short king teasers, and they're doing fine with 1 billion views. So
that's right. That's right. James takes offense to that.
I take offense to you saying that I take offense to that.
YouTube also has roughly 60 million views and counting. To put it into perspective, Avengers Endgame racked up close to 300 million YouTube views in a single day back in 2019.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't even remember 2019.
The internet was different back then.
Absolutely was.
We were all excited. So naive back then.
I'm excited, and supposedly we're getting a full trailer during the Super Bowl, so I'm ready for this. I'm ready to see
Super Bowl time again. Oh my God!
Super Bowl's coming up. It's not too far away. So Doomsday is coming, December 18th. 2026.
11 months.
Do you think actual Dr. Doom is going to be in this movie, though?
I would hope so. Oh, no. I think eventually at some point, the person who's going to take over Dr. Doom for the remainder of this next phase of the MCU will show up.
Yeah. Do you think it's going to be Sam Rockwell?
No.
We were watching the second Iron Man, and I was like, man, I really wish and he had like his own like little manservant guy, and that guy was hilarious in Iron Man 2. And I was like, what happened to that guy?
I mean,
he never like a slap fight with Happy or anything. I wanted something.
Yeah, he is somewhat wasted as Justin Hammer, but I mean, still, like, you know, like I want to see. I would like to see more Justin Hammer show up eventually.
I would too. I miss the dancing Justin Hammer.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on.
Sam Rockwell having to dance in every movie he's in. It's contractual. All right, let's let's move on to the next thing we got going on here. Fish and chips on your left. Actually sounds delicious. While previous reports claimed Avengers Doomsday reshoots were scheduled to begin in April, recent photos indicate production may have started early in London. No cast members were spotted, but crew wearing Avengers Doomsday jackets were seen filming scenes staged in what appears to be a World War II era London. So there's no clear indication who these scenes involve or what exactly is being filmed, but we know Steve Rogers and Peggy Carter immediately come to mind, because if you
Yeah.
could just easily, I mean, it could just be an alternate reality sequence. It could be something
Mhm.
establishing them back in the day. It could be something that's just a complete multiverse storyline. So, what are you guys' thoughts? What do you think is happening in the timeline?
I
I
think we're
think.
getting Captain Carter and Captain
Mhm.
America.
Yep.
James
I
like,
think we're gonna get both.
mm.
I think we're gonna get both. Or somehow we're gonna get both. And I also think this is smart by Marvel and Disney. Like, hey, we have shoots planned in April, but F that, we're gonna do some right now and just
Wow.
completely screw over like all the tabloids and all that and be like, no, we're doing it right now. We're not gonna say anything. We're just gonna do it. I think that's smart.
Absolutely.
I think it's going to be the Captain Carter from What If, though.
Y- yeah, okay. Not the one from Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness.
No, no. It's going to be Captain Carter from What If.
I think that's a
Because
good
they're going to
move.
do it. And if they were going to do it anywhere, this is where they would do it.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to fucking matter after this is over. So
She
they
was
can put all the What If characters they want in here, and then they can fuck off. So that's it. That's my big swing, hot take on all of it.
Uh,
What if multiversal characters?
Travis in the chat saying Captain Hydra. Now, here's my thing. I think Captain Hydra shows up in the movie. I think we're gonna get a version of Captain America where he's a Hydra agent. I don't think it's gonna be Carter fighting Captain Hydra.
Ooh.
I think if Captain Carter fights Captain Hydra, it's gonna be more modern. I don't think it's gonna be something in
Yeah.
World War II, because in the comics, Steve doesn't reveal that he's Captain Hydra until way later on. It's already, everything's already been done. So I mean, an alternate version, like an alternate universe version where he's already Captain Hydra could be interesting.
Yeah.
And that would be a first for Captain America to be a full blown Hydra agent in World War II. That would be like
Frey,
Earth X. Frey, go ahead.
Frey, you're raising your hand.
Raising my hand. Because I keep interrupting and I feel so bad about it. So now I'm raising my hand. What about this? What if it's just a scene, like another scene from the first Avenger, like the very first movie that they were in together? That
Right.
is something that it could be. Because like there were several scenes where they were in London, like at the bar or whatever. It could be something else like that. Or it could be something that changed like right after it because he came back.
What if
It
it's
could
just
there
him coming back? What if they just reveal the scene of him coming back to her? Like, it's been like a week since he went off, and then he walks
it's
back
that
into a bar.
Saturday and he walks into the place that they were meeting to go and dance and
Right.
that's where he first dances with her.
Right. I think that would be a really good kind of like reintroduction to Steve. Is it ends with his scene in
I would
Endgame where
cry.
he goes back in time and he walks back into that Saturday scene. And I think I what I would as far as storytelling goes, that would be something that would happen at the very beginning of the movie,
Mm-hmm.
where he goes back in time, he goes and meets with
Returns
Peggy.
all the stones, and then he's like, "Let me settle down."
Right. He meets with Peggy and he lives his life. Fast forward, it's a year later. They have a son, and it's
Mhm.
them having this really nice, happy life, and then something just completely fucks it up, and
Yeah.
he has to kind of like get back into it.
Yep, I'm on
I
board.
like that. I think that's probably the closest to what it actually is going to be.
Because that seems
But
like something that Marvel does. They give you this kind of like, okay, everything is okay and everything's seeming fine, and then just something comes in and destroys everything. Think back to Hawkeye at the beginning of Avengers.
yeah.
Or like
Yeah. Oh, no.
Vision and Wanda
Yeah.
in
Yes.
Infinity Stone. It's going to be that.
hmm
Well, so what I was thinking is that it could also be, yes, it is something like that where he does come back and we get that. What if we have the false starts. You know how they'll do false endings where you think something's going to end and then it continues and that, movies and stuff.
Right.
So we'll get Captain America's start. Like that's the start that they would do for that movie. Then we get Thor's start. And then we get the remnants of Iron Man's start. And then, like that kind of stuff. So we get the start of the movie is just us catching up with all of them. And then we go into the actual movie and what's going on. Like at the moment. I think that would be amazing and would be so cool because they do it for endings all the time where you're like, "Oh, this is the ending." And then you're like, no, just kidding. That's not the ending. And so why not do that with the start of a show?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Cool.
Okay.
Mhm.
Any other thoughts, James? You had any thoughts on this?
Nope. We did it.
Wouldn't it be amazing?
All right. So let's move on to the next story here. The Russos are teasing us again, but fans might know what's going on. According to Anthony Russo and Joe Russo, there's a major clue buried in the Doomsday teasers. A theory is spreading that claims the teasers are quietly pointing back to some very specific moments from Avengers Endgame. I don't know if you guys have been following this whole thing. I know IGN was reporting on it, but it's insane. And some of there's a lot of people are turning them into time markers and going back to different points within the Avengers movies, and they think it's explaining parts of the movie. So a report from IGN highlighted a theory that starting numbers on those countdowns match timestamps from Avengers Endgame. They just said not random timestamps either, but moments tied directly to the multiverse unraveling. It's like what caused the multiverse to unravel. The Captain America teaser time code lands on the scene in Endgame where the Ancient One warns Hulk about the dangers of removing the Infinity Stones from the time heist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Things to think about. Thor's teaser points to the exact moment Loki escapes with the Tesseract in the Endgame. Okay, there's another stone there, right? The X-Men teaser points to the scene in Endgame where Rocket says, "Thor, are you crying?" While the Wakanda teaser points to the Avengers planning the time heist to begin with. So, what are your guys' thoughts on all of this? Like, do you guys think that this is people not looking into the right direction, but finding something that means something, or do you think they're spot on? What do you guys think?
Frey, go ahead. Oh, okay. You want me to go? Well, I was gonna say that I looked at all these timestamps and I looked at the scenes that they were connected to, and I totally agree. I think it's the Russos saying these are the major moments in our MCU that are causing the issues within the timeline, and it all boils back down to the time heist. Like, it was a great idea. Oh my god, they did it, and they ended up stopping Thanos, but it's gonna be at what cost? And that cost is gonna be screwing up the timeline, screwing up the universe, and now we're gonna have incursions.
Yeah, it's insane. Like I think that the Russos are really good about not pandering to the audience and saying, "Oh, we're just gonna baby you guys on stuff." He knows that there are fans that are, or they know that there are fans that are gonna figure these things out, right? And that they are gonna figure out, oh yeah, there's the Reddit finds everything. Like it really does. And I think that they probably built this by design for Reddit to go wild with all of their theories.
Mm-hmm.
I like the counter social media of it. Like,
Mhm.
we're going to use social media to our advantage instead of being on the back foot there. I like that. I like that theory. I think it's interesting. I believe this is just consequences of the actions that they took. Um and those scenes, yes, are important. Those could be the scenes, what in the TVA, didn't they say something about like there's certain points that have to happen for
Mhm.
things to go the way that they're supposed to. And that's why they will people that aren't in that timeline, they will, you know, get rid of. And I feel like that's going to be a big thing too. I think Loki's series is going to be a lot more impactful than a lot of people think. I do think something's going to happen there. We know that he's coming back, so that's cool. But I think that that's a big thing, and the timestamps. And I actually, without knowing that, when I watched the Captain America one, I was like, this is like giving me vibes of Endgame. And like, and the Thor one, I was like, man, that forest really reminds me of the forest in the first Avengers movie.
Yeah.
And then I was like already on that path of this is stuff that we're supposed to remember other moments from. But I do think that those moments are going to be pivotal in the movies, just because those are the moments that have to happen to those certain characters to get them to be where they are now. And had they changed, then other things, then those would be the points where we have the other universes. So I do think that that's important. So yeah. And I feel like I didn't really say that much, but I do wanna say the only one I haven't seen is the X-Men one, because I remember the Fantastic Four one with the Wakanda thing, and somebody mentioning that, "Hey, doesn't that look a lot like the, uh, Namor, stuff?" And so, yeah. So, yeah, I actually saw 3 of the 4. I'm surprised. I didn't look at them at all, so you guys missed me, didn't you?
I didn't see one of them. Wait, I've seen 3 of them.
I didn't see any of them. I saw one of them. I saw the Captain America one. No, wait, I saw the Thor one. I saw 2 of them. Wait, no. I saw the Wakanda one. I saw the Wakanda one. I've seen 3. And then she's gonna go back and go, no, wait, I remember the Cyclops moment. Okay, no, I saw
No,
all 4
I
of them.
honestly, I did not see the X-Men one, I promise. I'm not having some sort of weird, like,
You got to
uh,
watch the X-Men one after
opposite
this.
dementia.
Yeah, the
Huh?
X-Men one is actually really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
I will watch
very
it. I will
emotional.
watch it. I've actually been just listening to music like the last week. I've been like just not watching anything except sumo. Of course, I've been watching sumo,
Yeah, of course.
but
Yeah.
and basketball. But yeah, so I've been just kind of
All right.
like chilling out.
Well, Doomsday speculation is running wild, and that's exactly how Marvel likes it.
It's all like underground marketing. You know, it's like they're not doing anything right now. They've released the teasers. They're out there. Now everybody's just
Yeah.
talking about it still. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
our job's done.